Hello and welcome. After a unplanned long hiatus, we're back with Revolution episode 5, titled at least for now, Ladies Who Lunch. But
Plus
yes, this
others.
is plus others.
Plus
Well,
the private
actually,
chat.
the only people that are currently invited to the lunch identify as females, if not females.
Well,
If not
what
ladies.
Except
about
me.
Amber's? What about Amber's?
You're not invited to the lunch. You're invited to breakfast at Perkins.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha.
My focus. There's other things happening, but my focus is the lunch for reasons. But yes, this is your superheroes in the 1980s ttrpg actual play Revolution, and we use the Mutants and Masterminds third edition. I am your GM, and you're on my channel. Dark_Advark. That's also my Twitter handle, which is the best place to keep up with me. Oh, please tell. Okay, you're gonna
Wait, this
you're gonna
isn't
send it.
christianmingle.com?
No, this is just farmers.
Just
Yeah. Dot edu. Anyway,
I really lost track of what's going on.
I mean, I followed it, but
yes, this is our
Didn't
fifth
want to.
episode.
I didn't want to follow
And
it.
because of the long hiatus, I'm going to. How about we reintroduce our characters
oh,
to the peoples.
I had to remember who I am.
Oh, we know who you. Well, yeah. Which character are you?
Yeah, you had like 7.
Yeah,
Dang, shots
it's
fired.
true.
Well, I'll start
But you'll start.
because Robin isn't ready.
No, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay.
No, I'm perfectly ready.
Well,
Okay.
we'll start with Robin so that they can ditch the wig if they wish and do their intros with their character cosplay on.
Hi, my name is Robin. You can find me on Twitter at KaikaC. You can also find me here on Tuesday nights talking about Star Trek: The Next Generation and Transporter Room 3 with Hope and Natalie. You can also find me on Me Lady Cyto's channel on Wednesday nights in Once Upon a Leap and on Thursday nights in Azure Kingdom, a seafaring campaign run by Aniki Tomi.
How dare you promote another channel on my channel?
Well, that is just the kind of thing my character would do. I am currently in a very hot study, so I don't know how long I'll be wearing this wig. Yes, I know it is a wig, hard as that might be to believe.
Fantastic,
That's
though.
really pretty. That's a really pretty.
It is.
Your hair comes out that color?
I am playing Amy Scoville, who is a demon lady. Well, technically, she's half demon. Her mom is an ancient demon who was there for events like the Fall. However, that gets translated into our setting in particular. But Amy herself is about 33, 34 years old, grew up in California. Her father is a wine producer in California, but she, partly despite her mom, her mom demon, who hates cold weather, decided to move to Minneapolis and open up a club that specializes in playing, I would say, music from all of the sort of various occult genres around. So I think Amy in particular likes metal, but there's also goth and other kinds of music there. And she has tried to build this club to be kind of a place for people who maybe don't quite fit into the whole human way of being to congregate and hopefully feel a little bit more relaxed. And along with those people, maybe other members of the human community who don't always feel like they quite belong. but yeah, she is. Oh, I forgot. We don't have art yet, so I always assume that people can see what the characters look like. But
there
she
is there is the
Oh, is there? Oh, is there? There's. That's right. There's the
Hero Forge.
hero portrait. Okay. Okay. So yeah. But yes. So she is, as the hair would indicate. She has a very intense hair. That is, I think, for her, it's her natural hair color. But I think she plays it off to the straights as being dyed, but it is not dyed, in fact. But she is very buff. She has a whip that she is very expert with, and is I don't know, usually out to have a fun time, but has beginnings of some drive to do maybe a little bit more with her life. And currently, she is, I think, about to try and duck her mom, who is visiting somebody who is moved in right next door. Oh, yes, and is going to attempt to try and get down to a Perkins, a brunch, a after church brunch at a Perkins in Richfield. She has currently her little theology student minion keeping an eye on Amber. See where Amber is going.
Delightful.
What did
Sorry,
you
that was
just
a
call
bit
me?
scattered. What?
What did you just call me?
No, you're no. The new manager.
She's
forgot
a
her name.
theology student?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke at me.
No.
She's or at least that's what she wants to do. She wants to go to seminary, but somehow she
world
ended up
doesn't
working at
revolve around
a
you.
club called the Pentagram
Always
and
does.
is now a minion of a demon lady.
Sometimes life comes at you fast. Let's move on over to Hope. A little bit about yourself and your character. Introduce your character again, please.
Yeah. I hope you can find me most places as Sparrow, especially on Twitch, where pretty much every night of the week you will find me either here on Cyto's channel or on Voice from the Baltic Star, either in chat or on screen. My character's name is Zach. It is Zach. Zach Brighton, who is a lot like another trucker from the 80s character who's got a little bit of the supernatural about him, whose name sounds an awful lot like his. Except he's from the East Coast, and whatever happened in that movie didn't happen in San Francisco. It happened in New York City, because I want him to be from the mountains. He has got a little bit of a haint happening on the inside that gives him some sort of dream-like powers, which he's okay with, but it's not really what he had planned for his life either. When he's in town, he hangs out at the Pentagram because that's where everybody he knows is. And, he really thought we were, gonna hang out and be cool about this. But, some people don't answer their calls on the radio.
Oof.
Feels a little hurt, hurt a little. Okay, though. Yes.
That's fair.
He wants to be ashamed.
Ashamed, I tells you.
Yeah, he brought Amber home last night to her parents, and because that's what she wanted, and that's what needs to happen. So now Amy's all eating the candy bar that he had in his pocket for later. That was for him. And planning on going and breaking up Amber's brunch with her parents, which he doesn't think is a good idea, but I guess this is what we're doing.
I'm not gonna break up her brunch. I'm just gonna,
Right,
join.
Don't think we were invited. If you wanted breakfast, you could have let me know. I'd have taken you out this morning.
Oh my stars. Let's move on over to Dennis. You gonna show the people your pretty face while you talk about your character?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 1 second. Sorry. not be
Okay.
sure. Anywho, hi, my name is Dennis. You can, find me here on Sundays again, being your delightful heterosexual ginger.
Totally.
And you can also find me on Wednesdays, being your cute little bunny man, or if we don't have all of us, your cute little bunny girl in the freaking dungeon. But life, it's fine. Anywho, Samuel, well, he's this gorgeous, godlike man. So pretty. Honestly.
Totally straight.
10 out of 10. Totally straight.
A straight 10 out of 10.
Exactly. 10 stars. Recommend. Gets his powers from, sleeping with the rainbow goddess. Yes, straight man being all about the rainbow. I get it. It's a little fruity. It's fine. I deal with it. Then after, I met her and, got to that. Then I, started reading about magic and the occult. And now here I am in Minneapolis with my delightful lover who's, normally not all here. But that's my doing. Amber, she's a wonderful lady. Just chilling at a Perkins with her parents who they're just so happy and loving, and I didn't have that, daddy's money and all. I have a lot of money though, so much money. I should buy this Perkins. Only that takes like $2,500. Is that what it was on the coupon that I read? Not that I look at coupons.
$2,500 at Perkins? That's a lot of pie.
Well, I don't remember that picture that was sent, but I did find it funny. I feel like I could do it, but here I am. I did have to buy a new chef for the Perkins. I couldn't eat what they cooked.
You went to the chef store and
just
picked one off the shelf.
Just picked a nice 5-star one out of the back, one that hasn't been displayed yet, newer model.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, I think when we start out, did you go with Amber to church? Because I feel like when we start out, there's still a church probably.
Yeah.
I currently do not go to other churches. that would be bad. We just, I stand outside and wait.
That's not awkward at all.
Do you have a boombox?
Yeah, but oh my god.
On a line.
Is it Living on a Prayer? Is that what you're playing really loudly?
You got your
on
glow
the
sticks
podcast
out?
at the church?
Mm-hmm. In my
You know
living
that
room.
song's about
Little
being
rave
poor,
inside the
right?
church.
Oh, is it? I don't know what that feeling's like.
That's how he escapes. He tries to visualize what it's like to be poor. He's trying to get himself in the headspace to deal with the middle class family that is Amber's, which would be
Take
very,
my hand,
very poor.
And we'll make it, I swear.
Yeah. How many square footage is their house? That's just my bedroom.
My bedroom alone is 2 stories.
Yeah. Last but most certainly not least, Milady Cyto. A little bit about yourself, and please reintroduce your character to us all.
Hello, my name is Milady Cyto. You can catch me on my channel where I play tabletop games traditionally on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and sometimes Saturdays. I play Amber. Amber is a mutant who has the ability to power snatch other people's powers as well as their memories attached to them. Sometimes that's what some people would love to have because they have the ability to be flexible in some strange situations. However, the gift of knowing things isn't always a gift when you're not sure what you're going to know. And sometimes not everyone is as upset with their memories as others. So
Ominous
Look
and
at-
foreboding.
right now she's having a little bit of a hard time because there's this new thing that is a school that's coming out, and she struggled a little bit with someone she felt was not seeing a grave opportunity as much as she had one if she would have taken it. However, she also started to feel a little bit lost with her current power family, as if to be maybe not as well listened to or noticed. So she decided to head home for a little bit just to reconnect. She traditionally doesn't go home very often. Her family is a very religious, happy family who adores her very, very much and thinks that Samuel is a amazing burly man who deserves a camping trip at some point in time. Her father enjoys Samuel very much and thinks that the reason why Samuel's never had a chance to shoot a gun properly is just because his dad is a weak,
It's just those New York liberals, you know. They don't.
yeah, a weak, a weak rich boy who didn't give Samuel the correct cool raisings as if he had the chance with Samuel. And Samuel always seems so excited to go camping, so he just hates that, you know, work is always getting in the way of that. Her mother is a very sweet, down to earth, religious type who really stresses a lot over things like what she feels could get her closer and closer to damnation, which sometimes Amber tries to keep quiet a lot of things, but that's why she stays over at Samuel's house a lot, to avoid the questioning.
I don't mind that you're living in sin with that rich fella, honey, but if you could just check in a little more often, that would be delightful.
And you know what God says, if you don't go to church at least once a week, you know, it could be really bad. You know, if you ain't showing up for him, how is he going to show up for you?
I'm drinking red wine and it's Sunday. It's good enough.
You show up for a god every day.
Excellent.
Also, I heard Samuel wants to go camping. I know a great spot back home. We could all go. It'd be great.
There you go.
I could
Something
just
Where did you
imagine.
come from, Zach?
I could just imagine, like, we could make time for that, Samuel. If you want to go, like, I know a great spot, and then
No,
we can have
he's
it.
from the mountains. In
Oh
New
yeah,
York
thanks
State.
thanks to the union there, all my vacation rolls over. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take a trip out east. Get to know the hollers.
just a quick refresher for me. What because it's going to be very important today. What are Amy's parents' names again?
Amy's parents.
Or not
are
Amy's parents. My apologies. I mean, that's going to be important too. So why don't we get those? Sorry.
What is her father's name? Oh no.
We got time to think of that more
Figure
often.
some out.
Lillian is the name of her.
Okay.
Is the name her mother goes by.
And the other AM name, Amber. Because they're going to be at Perkins, you know, and I just have to remember to change the pitch of my voice to talk for them.
I'm gonna have to change names. I have notes somewhere, but I'm gonna have to make new notes on the fly. Mother's name is. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go Lily Catherine.
Lillian.
Lily
A
Catherine.
nice Christian woman.
Also, just to make Natalie's life easier.
Yeah. Bless you, child.
Fair. Let's do Rose. Let's do Rose. Rose,
Okay.
Catherine Wilson, and for father, we'll do Jason Michael Wilson.
I love that you're coming with the middle names.
I think I don't know if I actually came up with a name for Amy's father. I don't see one anywhere. So how about Julian?
You mean father?
With an A or an E?
I don't know. A. That's how at least it showed up in my head.
Okay, like Julian Sands, who
Sure.
played the warlock.
Oh, yeah, that was okay. We are starting off.
Oh.
Zach's
parents' names.
I
Hank and Loretta.
meant Hank and Loretta. That makes sense.
Right.
That
Makes
that
sense.
will hopefully be important at some point in time. Just
Okay.
We are directly dealing.
Well, I
Of
just
course,
made mine
Samuel's
if
father's
you ever
name is
wanna
simply
know.
Mr. Vanderwall.
No,
Yes.
it's Buckley.
But Jason likes to call him buckwheat.
Buckley Charles Vanderwall. Charles is a family name.
And
But
he
it's
loves to say
Charles, right?
the buck stops here.
His father's name is Buckley Millionaire Charles.
Oh my god.
I knew the Buckley was gonna get y'all. I really did.
Goodness gracious.
I can really call him Father Butts.
Oh my god.
Daddy Warbucks.
Yep.
So we are starting off with Amy having a meeting with Eliza. Eliza is Eliza Blackstone is a very elegant English woman with just black silky hair and piercing green eyes. Dressed in 80s couture, but with a little flair to the Victorian era, which I think fits in with the 80s quite well, actually. Very stylish woman. This meeting, I believe, was happening at least the current.
Yeah, this is about the time in the
Pentagram
80s
bar.
when you start putting the lace edging on the cutoff
Mhm.
shorts. Yep, that's about when that showed up.
Yeah, I believe it was taking place at the Pentagram.
She is, of course, right on time. Not early, because why would she be early? But she is exactly prompt.
So it's what, 10:30? Is that right?
I believe so.
Okay. As she's walking in, Amy says, "Do you know if at whatever kind of church Amber goes to, do they always like eat the guy and drink the thing?"
I'm sorry, what?
No, she was talking to Zach because Zach is.
Oh.
Oh,
is-
no. This is more of a like speaking in tongues kind of thing, I think. At least that's the way it is back home.
Oh, that seems odd for Minnesota. Oh, Eliza.
Oh, that's the only church I know.
It's Blackstone.
Yes,
Thank you for coming over.
of course, it is our time to meet. You do plan on meeting your mother and I for lunch today, yes?
I'm not sure if that's going to be possible or not. I have an emergency meeting that I have to go to.
I'm not going to pretend to explain your mother to you. However, I would say you probably know when are times to push and which are times to follow, and I would say this is a time to follow.
Well, we'll see. I'll try to. What time is that at again?
We've pushed it to 1. Hopefully
I
you
should
can
be
make
back
it.
by then.
It's at the Sri Lanka Curry House.
Zach perks up at that. And then he settles back down and snaps his magazine.
And what does dear mother want to talk to us about?
What she wants to talk to you about, I have very little idea. What she wants to talk to me about is my business.
Yeah, mute myself.
Damn.
Well, it's still all right for me to be there if it's just your business, right?
Of course. She's expecting that you will try to leave as early as possible and we'll have time to meet or to discuss after this. So, what would you like to meet about right now? Have you decided to sign the contracts?
Oh, I thought we'd already done that.
You wanted to renegotiate, as I recall. But hopefully you remember what this meeting is about, because I was under the assumption that you...
You were asking us last session as characters if we minded if you sold the pentagram.
Yes, that's right. No, yeah, I remembered that part. I wasn't sure if there was another part to it.
And as characters, we didn't care, but as players, we kind of do.
Well, I want to make a proposal to you, Ms. Blackstone.
All right, I'm listening.
And I am going to pick up the phone and punch in the little code to open up the secret door.
She is very much not surprised by this at all.
Yeah, I mean, I figured she wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Amy says, I'm curious if you'd be interested in buying some of what I have in here, and possibly buying out this location. I'm thinking about moving the pentagram further into Northeast.
I have no interest in running a nightclub.
It wouldn't be a nightclub. I would definitely retain the nightclub.
I suppose that could be... it's up to you what to do with your business. Where are you thinking of moving to, if I may ask?
Oh, just a little place that I've picked out. I don't need you buying another place out from underneath me, do I?
She quirks an eyebrow and gives a little smirk. Fair enough.
Well, if you want to take a look around.
She'll stand up and appraise things. I don't really know much about this technology thing, but I suppose I could have Sebastian come out and check it out.
This computer is top of the line business computer.
Sure,
Power
bits
system is Soul
bits and
Tech.
bytes and all that, sure.
She points to the label on the. She brings it over to what would be sort of like the fuse box, but is not. But this is Soul Tech. You can't get better demon power technology than this.
Of course.
And of course, upstairs there's a library. There's a whole bunch of books and scrolls in there. There's a few things that aren't for sale that are just personal items, but I don't think they would be of much interest to you.
And the apartment, yes, I'm familiar with.
Well, there's also the apartment, yes.
Yes. I suppose it could be beneficial to have this space. I definitely wouldn't want just anybody moving in next door, so I'm sure we can reach an agreement. Did you have a figure in mind?
I'm looking at the list of, or trying to remember the list of things.
Sure.
So let's see, what would a millionaire is what, three benefit points, is that right? 3 points in, does that sound, does our rich friend...
Let me check my character sheet to see what my benefits are. Give me one moment. Yeah, I don't remember what 3 is, but I am a 3. So, I thought it would tell me. I have to find the other thing for it to tell me, so one moment. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared.
Should be.
Yeah, I took connected instead of wealthy.
Let me look up wealth in the book.
I think that's right.
It's in the advantages.
I think 1 is well off, 2 is independently wealthy, and 3 is
Millionaire or billionaire, I think.
millionaire, I think.
Oh, unfortunate, it does not have the breakdown there. Well, it's not terrible.
It's under the advantages section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 is millionaire, 4 is multimillionaire, and 5 is billionaire. Yes,
Okay.
so yeah, 3 is millionaire.
So I'll say 500,000.
Intriguing. I will take that number to Sebastian. He's the one, again, that will assess the technology and if it's worth the price. I'm a bit of a Luddite when it comes to technology.
Well, feel free to stay here and look through some of the scrolls and books. Those alone should be worth
Those
a
are not
substantial amount of money.
Personal items you're talking about, then?
No, these are not. These are part of the library. And she'll bring you upstairs and go into the library and show you the, these are personal effects. She points to the comic book shelf. But these are the books and items that I wanted to sell to you. And these are the ancient tomes.
What is your oh goodness, what is it? The what does this system call it? Like the routine
Persuasion?
No, like you don't roll for it.
Yeah, just I think routine.
Yeah.
Check.
Routine
check.
What's your routine perception?
18.
She's browsing through the titles. She's a touch impressed at a couple of the things that you have on the shelf. Playing it very cool, but you are very perceptive, so you notice that.
And I'll say, and of course, I'm sure you know this perfectly well, but between you and me, having a source for some of this material besides my mother's not a bad move.
Indeed.
Well, think it over.
Shall I see myself out then?
If you wish to browse here, you can.
Very well. So he grabs 3 books from the shelf. 2 of them you're pretty sure aren't ones that intrigue her, but one is the one you noticed her quirking her eyebrow looking at. But that's up that she's trying to play it off like she doesn't really care about that one. It's just one of the 3 that she happened to grab.
I'll say, if you could just, when you leave, if you could hit the code, 6966.
Of course.
On the
And
phone,
I should-
and that'll...
6669.
Yeah.
No, that's what makes it clever.
Quiz. Yeah. And I can tell your mother we can expect you for lunch?
Yes, I'll be there at 1 o'clock with bells on.
Excellent.
Please tell me you'll be wearing literal bells.
Your mother will be ever so pleased. And she's flipping open one of the 2 books she doesn't really care about that she just grabbed.
I'm going to run into the living room or the living space and rummage through my closet very quickly to find something that is appropriate for after church. brunch.
Sure.
So as much as I can find something that would be.
I'm sure. I mean, it's the '80s, like
Yeah,
the
no,
metal
I'm
rocker.
sure
I'm
she
sure you
has
can find like a
something-
flowy blouse or something like that.
Yeah,
that
I'm
would
sure she
work,
has
yeah.
something for occasions like this, but
Yeah.
she's going to quickly change into that and run down and meet Zach.
So, curry, huh? You can bring me a dog bag.
So
No, I love
why
curry.
are we like breaking and busting in on this breakfast after church meal? I'm just curious. Like, why are y'all crashing this meal?
Oh wait, is
Not
Samuel
my
there?
idea.
Is Samuel there?
No, this is just
Oh.
Dennis asking.
Oh, I see.
It's not Zach's idea. He's trying to keep Amy out of trouble.
All right, shall we go?
From what I remember.
Shall we go have brunch with the family?
I will say I'm assuming Amy has a penchant for spicy foods.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say so. She grew up in California. Not that everybody in California likes spicy food, but at least in terms of the '80s, it would have been a place to
Yeah.
get
It's-
spicy food.
It's a little lowbrow for your mother in general, but given the other things on offer in the town at the time, it makes sense that she would be going there.
Yeah.
And this
And
was
Zach
a real
definitely wants a
place,
doggy
by
bag.
the way, that I researched.
Oh, was it? I was wondering
Yes.
if it was a place or not, because I was like, was Sawadee? That was the only place I could think of that might have been around at the time.
Let me see if I can find.
But nice.
I love that there was a curry place here in the 80s.
You're not going to let me just drive us there, are you?
No. I'm a nervous passenger. You know that, Amy. I spend too long behind the wheel.
We got a trucking convoy.
Yeah. I'll follow you, though. We can pretend we're like in that movie that we wanted to see the other day. Smokey and the Bandit. It'd be great.
Shrug, I say, all right.
I'm not calling you the Bandit, though. Not until you grow a mustache. Can you do that?
I'm Smokey. What are you talking about?
I mean,
And
I have to watch that movie again, I guess.
With that, I just stride out to my car.
They both had mustaches, Amy. You didn't answer the question, he says as he gets into his truck.
And Amy, Amy has a foreign dexterity, so like I feel like she has good hand-eye coordination, so she's not a bad driver, but she is definitely a chaotic driver.
If Zach was not a truck driver, he would be in the passenger seat. But he really is a nervous passenger because he spends too much time behind the wheel. Like, he was being honest.
and in such a tiny little vehicle too. Like,
Oh, yeah, it's fragile. Nothing's fragile.
Alright.
And he honks the horn as you take off. And he falls.
I squeal out.
squeal.
You're going to be one of those people that are really awful to follow, aren't you?
Probably,
AKA.
because he's probably going to make some detours to like throw some horns at some churches on the way down.
Goodness gracious. Well, all that is happening. So Samuel is not going into the. He's not going to the church service.
So, I actually was told to meet them at Perkins after
Okay.
church.
Fair enough.
So when I hear that it's a Perkins, I tell
I
them
think
which
you're
Perkins
Cyto,
we're
Cyto.
going to.
Correct, because I told my parents that Samuel's busy with work and can't make the sermon.
I mean, that's because you're not a dummy.
So I find
So-
out which Perkins it is and buy it out. And put a new chef in there for the day.
Do you buy the whole restaurant?
I just,
Or you just
clear it
rent out the
for
whole
many
thing?
other customers. Yeah.
You know what?
Just rent it out.
I want to do that phone call.
Oh, this is not a phone call.
Oh, you go down there?
This is me walking in with I call my
All right.
personal chef, and I just walk in and say,
gonna
"This
be
is how this is
expensive.
gonna go."
This is gonna be expensive because this is a big day for Perkins probably.
It's a big day for
Oh,
Perkins, and it's
yeah.
like at the height of Perkins too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's hear it.
Yeah. You walk in. There's a because this is the 80s, so there's a big old well of really cheap little freaking like gift bag toys in the middle for the good kids to grab on their way out. I know,
walk up
because
to
I
the
love that well.
hostess. I walk up to the hostess.
Can I help you?
My dear,
Just
I
two?
don't want to. You seem like a lovely person, and I don't want to discredit you at all. But here is $50. I'm going to need your manager.
She just takes the money and says, "Stacy." And a middle-aged woman with bleach blonde hair. It's a little fried. You would send her to the salon if you had the time, possibly.
Okay. She works hard for her money.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I help you?
Stacey,
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. God, I've never been to Perkins. You see, I don't know the proper. Are
Oh, well,
you
we
the
have a nice
head
selection
one
of
in
pies and bakery.
Wonderful, great.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're a lovely human, but are you the head one in charge today?
Well, yes. I mean, there's the regional manager, but I manage
Wonderful.
the day-to-day.
Nope, I just want to make sure that you're the one that I talk to. I want everyone to vacate the premises, customer-wise. Also, the chef
is this
is
that
going
Candid
to
Camera
make
show?
No, my dear, and I give her $100 to let me finish talking.
She takes it and stuffs it in her bra.
Let me just finish my presentation.
Sure.
By the way, you were very, very attractive. And I just wink at her. And then
she blushes a little bit because you are not lying.
And, this lovely chef, I need yours to stay on to cook the bacon that my girlfriend's father loves so much. But this one is going to cook food for the meal that I need to have here. But you see, I don't like other people, so I need all of your customers to leave. Exactly how much would that cost?
This is Candid Camera, right? Where are they at?
Honey.
Where are they?
And I just, graciously touch her hand. I just, smile a little more, and she sees the twinkle in my eye. That almost resembles a double rainbow.
What would be your routine check for a persuasion?
Oh.
Which I believe is just your points plus 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Now,
Yes.
In what way could I make this seduction? I mean, I'm just curious.
You can absolutely make it. If you want to be going for seduction, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your
So
routine
then
seduction?
it would be 17.
Okay.
I need that to be a little better, but right now it's just 17.
Well, our normal receipts for a Sunday are God, I don't know.
I'm sorry to make you Google this.
She says a number. I don't think I'm gonna find the
Okay.
average
For 1984.
for 1984 of a Perkins.
I will just to point out briefly, Perkins's, at least at the time, were all franchised, so like it might not have been that hard for you just to buy it.
Maybe this will definitely be cheaper though. She throws out a number that's just because Samuel is he's not familiar with greasy spoons such as this. Might seem a little high, but she's clearly not lying and enamored with you, so it seems like a legit number to you, whatever it is. I want to throw out like 10 grand, but that seems high and low at the same time. I don't know. That's probably ridiculously high, actually. But
I mean, my store has done 1,200 to 2,000 in a day, but that's also this now. So
Yeah.
like,
anyway, it's not that important.
okay. I mean, now, how about we make it 8,000 and you leave your best server on?
That one I'm
We'll
going to
need
make you
someone
roll.
to sit.
I'm going to make you roll for that one. Just because she could get in trouble with corporate. If she was like the owner proprietor, I'd let you get by on the...
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. 9.
Well, don't worry. She rolled a 1.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Sure. And you just want to keep
Great.
the chef on? No wait staff?
Just one of them. I mean, who would you say is your strongest?
Oh, well, that would be Dennis.
Of course it would be Dennis. Of course. Of course.
Hey,
it
you're
would
making
be.
me come up with a name for a waiter.
You're right. Keep Dennis, and then I slip her an extra $100.
She stuffs it right into her bra and,
And I say, "Wonderful doing business with you. My
Well, we
chef
will-
will now go.
we
and
will need
get
about 20
himself
minutes for the
acquainted."
guests currently eating here.
That's
to leave.
fine. My chef needs to get acquainted with the kitchen,
Okay.
and he will be just probably cooking the entire meal himself. But I do need your chef to stay on to cook bacon.
Sure.
I do remember that.
Just your chef goes back there. Do you inspect it all?
Nope.
Like go
I
back
trust
there
my
and
chef.
mind anything? Okay. Well, this
I
you're not there to
cannot
see
ima-
this or not.
I
But the
cannot
chef will-
imagine Samuel going back into the kitchen of a greasy spoon. That seems about like the last thing that
Well, I mean, just like to make to inspect to make sure. I thought he might potentially, but you will hear back from your chef later that the secret to making this bacon is put it between 2 paper towels and microwave it for 1.5 minutes.
yes brings me back to being home.
It's like, yeah, it's probably like, oh, did you learn any new tricks? Like,
I
Mr.
would
Van der
never ask
Waal,
that.
he said to put it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's what you do. It's delicious. I don't eat bacon anymore, but I miss it.
And then I go and sit back in my car and wait for the guests to leave because I don't want to be seen anymore in a Perkins.
Sure, you work it out with Stacy that she'll come and let you know when the last of the regular customers have left.
Yes, but I do definitely send Matt, my driver, on an errand. No, not Matt, because I'm clearly in that car. I call up my butler to go fetch a new table and chairs as well.
Okay.
To just, bring some over real quick to rent out. I don't know, but be here before church is over.
All right. He's got his marching orders.
When's church over? I don't know. It's probably sometime soon.
Your parents usually go to the earlier service, but they knew that was a pipe dream to get you to go to, so they go to the late one. So it'll be, I mean, it's been
10 a.m.
30-ish years since I've been doing a church service, but I would imagine that ends at about 10.
All right. Yep.
Which, finding a furniture store that's open before 10 a.m. on a
Oh,
Sunday.
you can just get it from my apartment. I told him if it honestly comes down to it.
Okay.
I mean, because I think we established right that it was the ELCA Lutheran church that you went to. So its service is about what, an hour 15 minutes, I would say.
Something like that. I'm imagining that the family arrives there probably a little like, Because they have to shake some hands and do some catching up. Some shooting the breeze, as it were, after the service. So it's probably about
Make plans to all go to Perkins together.
Yeah. So it's probably about 10:30.
Oh no.
It'd be so
Oh
awkward.
yeah, of course. Oh, I can't wait to see the Thompsons at Perkins. They're always so fun.
Oh God, I'm such a dick.
Did you? I don't remember if you told me that you were gonna do this. Did you actually tell
I
me?
do believe
I
I
don't think
might
you-
have said something.
I want you to
think
each.
did.
I want you to each roll a dice, and if you both get even or both get odd, you told her.
Oh God.
If you're not matched up, you didn't.
Oh wow. All right.
Even or odd, Dennis? What'd you get?
I got an even.
Okay.
Amber was not communicating that well. I believe that this did not happen.
Oh, I got a 10.
All right.
Because I do remember us talking about why does it have to be a Perkins? Because I tried to convince her to go to anywhere else.
Dad likes the bacon at Perkins.
Dad likes the bacon and Perkins.
So I might not have said that I'm renting it all out. I might have just said, okay, but I'm hiring a chef.
We're gonna go with that. So you're not sure if your dad's talking about the bacon.
As long as
I
the
can't wait
bacon
for
is
that
there,
bacon.
I was told that I'm allowed to.
I think it's like that. It's that moment, like we've been around each other, and we're so close that it's just like just in case this is a high possibility that I know that this might happen. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Say that again. Sorry.
So it's like you've been around someone long enough to know like their quirks and stuff like that. So you're like you have an idea like he's probably not gonna just sit down in a Perkins quietly. He's probably gonna do something.
You are probably expecting at least that he would have like rented out like a a section of it.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
At the very minimum, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I hear that, I might like tell mom, well, I don't know if we're gonna be seeing them there, Mom.
Oh, what are you talking about? They just said over the goodbye handshake they were gonna be there.
Oh yeah. They may try to be there, but they may not have the same area as us.
Oh, of course, dear. That's fine. We'll get seated wherever we do. That's why we try to get there early. You might notice we were a little rude and cut out only after 25 minutes of shooting the breeze.
Absolutely, Mom. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Mom.
can't wait. Oh man, your dad was almost freaking from Jersey for a second there. Oh yeah, I can't wait there. Your mom's been getting this turkey bacon because of my cholesterol and all that. So the only day I get to have like the real stuff is on the Sunday. And I sure like the way they make it there.
Praise the Lord, am I right, Dad?
Praise the Lord indeed. Wonderful service.
Oh yeah. Super good. Great.
It would be killer if your parents knew Dennis.
That's good. Thank you. Dennis is their favorite waiter.
So like
I mean, he's got a beard, which I don't think is the best for a clean cut. I think a clean cut young man would be best, but he remembers the order, and I never have to ask for a refill on my coffee, so I like the kid. This is imaginary, Dennis. He can be a good waiter.
Ouch.
No, I earned that.
And you are pulling up next to your dad knows what. Your dad knows your boyfriend's car, and you pull up next to it. I mean, it is.
In what is
That is probably
I
the only
look-
Porsche 911 in the Perkins parking lot.
Easily.
Probably one of the few cars in the Perkins parking lot right
Yeah.
now, too.
At this point in time,
And
yeah, it's just
I
Dennis's car, the chef's.
I look around and I'm like, and I think to myself, oh my god, he did it.
And I step out of the car and open Mom and Amber's car door at the same time.
Oh, such a gentleman.
Oh, no. Try to be there.
Mrs.
But I
Wilson
only help Amber's mom.
puts her hand out.
You missed the sermon today. It was all about demons and how they push sinning. It was pretty interesting.
I mean,
I'm sure Mom and Dad would love to tell you about it, though. I say with like a quirked smile.
Ah, he's got more important things to worry about that, and gives Samuel a pat on the back and a hearty handshake.
I rustle his shoulder.
How you doing there, son? We still got to get that camping trip on the books. I got the family cabin up north.
You
Beautiful
know,
this time of year.
I can get out of work. You know, this is my busy season. Got to travel to Europe, you know.
You got that fancy phone. I bet you can do. And as you're walking up, you see the hastily written sign that says "Closed for private party." Taped up on, and like, oh dear, I don't think we can get in there. It's closed for a private party.
Ma, I have a good idea of what that private party may be.
And I just open the door and say, after you.
The Rose she's into this.
She's into this.
Yeah, she feels like a freaking queen. Oh, well, wait till the Thompsons here. We had the whole place to ourselves. I will miss them, but you know.
Oh, she's a shady church lady.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh, they're going to ride on this high at church for so long. I have created the next church gossip
Yes,
for
you
at
have.
least a
It's-
month.
It's still talked about at the Lutheran church.
You know,
to
Rose
this
is
day.
thinking, if that guy doesn't propose today, then what the fuck did he do this for?
Oh God, yeah, she's totally like.
Gonna
no!
You're in trouble.
Oh no!
Yeah, you better hope that
In fact,
you
Jason.
better hope that Amy and Zach can get there, because that's about the
Yeah.
only thing that's going to save you.
Jason holds you back a second after you let the two
Well, I
ladies
love
walk in
weddings.
the door. And he looks you square in the eye and is like, "Now, son, is there something you want to ask me before we go in there for breakfast?"
Have you heard about the Greek goddess Isis? She's pretty cool. Where exactly is this cabin up north? I mean,
I gotcha. You're a little nervous. Well, I'm sure we can find a little time before you get to the big to-do.
you're saying to do as in marriage and no.
Oh, boy.
Love Amber.
Well, at least there's bacon.
Love her a lot.
And he
Yes. Bacon.
he drops the politeness a little bit and walks in.
Poor Dad.
Oh yeah. Yeet. Awkward. and I just unbutton my blazer and walk in.
All right.
What was that all about? What took you so long to get in here?
I think your parents think I'm gonna propose to you now because I rented out this Perkins.
I mean, that makes sense. You're not going to
Yeah,
propose to me, are you?
I'm gonna try not to.
She gives like a look at like a small chuckle.
Um,
The two of you
But-
walk over to the table, and you catch the end of the conversation. And now, Rose dear, I wouldn't. Whatever happens today happens. At least we get bacon, right?
Chicken that you're not supposed to be eating.
oh fuck. And I pull out Amber's chair.
There you go.
I mean, it could be worse.
Dennis comes over. He's not that Samuel or Amber would necessarily notice, but the parents notice. He's a little out of sorts. So what can I get you guys?
You can just tell. What am I gonna name my chef?
I don't think you can name him. I
Um,
think he comes with a name. You can pay for him, but you
On
can't.
Henri,
I feel like Natalie would make me name the chef that I brought.
Maurice.
Whoop, woo. I'll name him for
I
you,
like-
but you got to tell me a little bit about his background. Did he study at Le Cordon Bleu in France?
I definitely think he's a strict Russian chef.
Stop.
Oh, he's a Russian. Oh.
I feel like he's a strict one that like yells at me if I don't eat my vegetables.
Oh my
Okay, you got Daddy Chef is what you got there.
god. We got a weird Russian Gordon Ramsay.
Yes. And I say his name, whatever his name is.
You threw me for a loop with the Russian.
Gregor.
Gregor.
Ooh.
There we go.
Not really.
I just really want to hear you do a Russian accent, Natalie.
Da.
But you can just tell Gregor. He
You
knows
put
what I'll
bacon
eat.
in the microwave for a minute and a half. This is secret to your bacon. Okay.
Lovely. I really love that. I really needed that in my life. But you can just tell Gregor to make me whatever. These two lovely people would like whatever's on the Perkins menu, so they might need a moment. Unless
I'll have
you
the
already know.
tremendous 12 over easy with white toast. And side of bacon, please. Oh, wait. There's a Gregor back there. So there's going to be...
He'll cook whatever is on the menu, except
Oh,
the
good.
bacon.
Why accept the bacon?
Let me get this straight,
Because
son.
your
There's
dad likes
there's
how
going to
the
be
bacon is
no...
made.
Oh.
Borscht.
Yeah, then extra bacon, please, Dennis. Oh, how are you doing, sweet? How's your girlfriend, sweetie? Are you guys doing well? Well, that's good.
Oh, she just asked him just to look polite.
Oh yeah, and I'm loving it.
Well, I suppose since there's nobody else to see, I'll be a little naughty today, and I'll get that French toast with some Oh wait, what the heck? It's a special day. Let's go with some strawberry slices on the top there.
Oh, Mom, that's...
You only live once, dear. Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself. Oh, extra whipped cream too, if you would, dear. Thank you. All right, yeah. So, and what will you have, Miss?
Just give me whatever the fuck he's gonna have. I'm not crazy hungry.
Okay.
You upset that I did this?
No, I'm upset that I had to wake up at 9 in the morning. I lean over and whisper, I had to wake up at 9 in the morning.
Oh, you would have had to wake up at like 8:30.
I had to wake up at 8:30 in the morning to listen to someone tell me that I'm probably going to hell.
I'm very sorry. But we're in a
Stuff.
hell right now with the fact that I might have to propose to you before this is over.
You are, I will remind you, sitting at the table with her parents.
Where We're communicating this through our eyes.
I'll give you that because you are the GBF and the I don't want to say hag, but that is especially for this time period the proper terminology.
The grace to my will. We get it.
So I'll give you that.
When do we get to barge in?
Elliot to my
Yeah, when do we get to
Margot.
barge in here?
Actually, you open the door and oh no, the door's locked actually when you get there.
Yeah, no, there's got to be more to this. Like, I mean, I
We're
feel
gonna.
like Amy's
gonna scream
gotta
up in her car. I'm gonna
Well,
pull
no,
up in the
see,
truck.
Amy is going to be
Run the
Amy,
Jake brake.
I don't think so. She's going to turn down her music because she's probably blasting
I
like
feel like I
Judas-
would hear a semi truck pull
Judas
up
Priest,
into a parking lot.
because Amy's probably playing Judas Priest Demon Child, blasting it, the windows down. But I think as we get close to the Perkins, she probably turns it down.
Zach has the soundtrack to Smoking the Bandit going on a cassette tape in his radio.
Okay, not an 8-track, a cassette tape.
His cassette tape is the latest.
He's a modern gentleman.
Mm.
Good to know.
Of course, Amy has. We have stopped by the Grace Lutheran Church to make sure that we got the right place from Denise, who was hovering around after church and heard all of the talk about where everybody was going for brunch and stuff afterwards.
And a lot of people have come up and looked sad. Like the parking lot there's other people walking up to the door and then learning that it's locked and seeing the sign and turning away. You hear some people, what the hell?
Zach sees that he'll just honk the horn until someone comes to the door.
I mean, Amy will go up and just open the door.
It's locked.
I feel like I'm gonna hear this.
She will. I repeat. She will open the door.
Okay. You just gonna muscle through it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like rip the door open.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
While
my
this
stars.
happens, Amber's looking over at her mom and says, but then just very casually, it's real nice to be back home for a little bit. But I probably, and it's just like right at that moment that this
Sure.
And I'm agreeing to a date. Like, we're discussing a date to go camping, and I'm like, oh, I think this date would work really well, and that's when Amy comes in.
Okay. That's
Completely interrupted. And
She's really hungry. Zach sees the door getting ripped off. He shucks his jacket and he races up behind her.
What's Amy's strength?
I mean, it's +5, or it's 5. So I think that's like 1,800 pounds she can lift.
Yeah, so that means you can definitely rip a Perkins door off the hinge. You go to open it first, like normally, and it doesn't budge, and then you. I'm gonna say the roast beef Fambler doesn't get there in time because I'm assuming between being a big rig and Zach probably.
Oh yeah, he
not
has to drive a
wanting
little more carefully.
Get a speeding ticket, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't have that on your record.
No, not when you're a long haul trucker. So you're easily able to do that before Zach would be able to get you to enter seat.
Oh good, then he doesn't have to be bothered by any of this.
Yeah.
We'll put Jack back on.
It'll be a little weird that just a doorless end. Well, I guess every Perkins I can think of has 2 doors.
He and Amy have a pretty long-standing relationship. It's not
breezeway.
weird that the door is off.
Yeah, it's probably still like on a hinge at least. Like it's
The
she probably tries to set the door back up so it looks like it's.
Stacy comes out at the noise. Like
Plonk.
Oh gosh, you're gonna have to call maintenance for that door. I'm sorry, we're closed for a private party.
It has a bit of a stick. It has a bit of a stick.
Well,
so
it
pull.
was locked.
Oh, really? Well, then it probably needs a better lock.
Yeah, probably rusty hinges, I guess. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but we are closed for a private party.
Oh, I'm part of the party. It's the Wilson family, right? With Samuel, the very attractive.
Oh,
Man.
well, sure. I was under the impression it was just gonna be the four of them, but sure.
Oh, there's one more. There's one more coming.
Oh, okay, sure.
I'm getting out of my chair at this point to
who's
lock
Right?
the door.
Can I see? Can
oh
I
yeah,
see this?
you all heard the door.
I was not
get ripped off
quiet.
the hinges for sure. Like
I
that was
look
not
over
a
at
stealth move.
Samuel and I give like a look that says, "You didn't tell anyone by chance, did you?" Like a look that says,
I want to say it wasn't me.
I think you gave me the church. That was the cue, and then I had to.
And it wasn't that
figure out
hard
the
because it was
rest.
it's the closest Perkins to the church, so it wouldn't have been
Yeah,
that
exactly.
hard. Yeah. I'm not driving across town to go to a different Perkins.
I just look at Amber and I'm like, she's a demon.
And both of you are walking over there.
I'm definitely walking to the door and trying to figure out how much that's going to cost me.
I am so I get up from the table real quick and I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't want him to have to go figure this out by himself. You know how it is. And I kind of like tap the table as if to be like, and eye over to my father as if to be like, you can't really leave him alone, right?
He gives you a oddly sorrowful nod that you're not quite sure what to. Actually, you do know what to make of it. He's like, he's assuming that you're upset that it's not a proposal day, but he's like, I got your back, little baby girl, sort of thing, you know. Yeah.
No, wasn't it bear? What was it?
Bitter
Yeah.
little bear.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Oh,
You're right, yeah.
oh,
That's right. Because Amber.
I will walk up to Amy and I pull her over to the other half of the restaurant.
Real fast though. First, what are both of your, all three of you actually, your routine perception? So you're
18?
plus 5.
Oh, it's +5, not
It's
+10.
No, it's plus
Plus
10.
10. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, I did it wrong last time. 16.
And what was Amber's?
16.
Yeah, you all hear Rose say, "Oh, the friends are here. I bet it's gonna happen soon."
I just look
Well,
over.
She's speaking
look
in a hushed
over-
tone, but she's like not trying to keep it a secret
Yeah.
either.
I look over at the.
I just smirk at Samuel. And then I say, Samuel, you might have to pay for a door.
I
And
might
what's
have to pay for an engagement ring.
and what's the fifth party or the sixth party member's name there for when they are?
Zach,
All right then,
he should be here any minute.
sure.
Is this when we hear an 18-wheeler pull up? Because I just want to know.
Oh, that's weird. We usually don't get truckers this far off the interstate.
Yeah.
he does not do all the horn honking because he sees the door off. He's like, all right, we already made an entrance here. He sort of like slides out of his truck.
I give Stacy
Jacket.
more. I tell Stacy I'm going to write her another check in a moment. Stacy, I'm going to need you to go to the back. I need to have a chat with my acquaintance that broke your door.
I didn't break it. It was broken already.
Oh,
Amy.
okay.
So he kind of just strides up to the door, moves it aside.
You've said you're gonna write her a check. You've already given her $200 and paid a big check for the. She turns on her heel and heads back into her office.
And Zach kind of just looks around. He sees the parents there. He sees the empty restaurant. And he just says, "Congratulations in order?" Looks significantly at Amber.
Oh, is that actually what's happening? I thought it was.
And then he strides over to the table, slides into the, into the seat and
Do you sit? 'Cause I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I think
Rose and Jason are sitting across from each other.
oh, okay, yeah. Well,
oh.
So which one do you saddle in next to?
her father, obviously.
Okay.
I will. I think Amy will just follow suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice day
Climber
for it.
in.
Heard you fine folk having some breakfast after church.
I will extend my hand though, and I'll say, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm
Amber
Zach Brighton.
says so much about you.
Oh, and I'm sorry we haven't heard anything about the two of you, but it's such a lovely day to meet new friends.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, Amber-
She's shopping J.C. Penney's in her head for the mother of the bride dress. She's smiling at all.
Amber.
Zach is not gonna discourage her at all.
Amber works with Zach and I down. We work with a group that helps people who have maybe gone off course and need a little help getting back on track.
What's your routine deception?
14. I mean, it's kind of true.
It's not. It's yeah. Since it's, if I was making you roll, I'd give you an advantage on it. So I'll say the 14's good. Like, oh, that's good. Actually, you know what? They readily buy it because they assume that's how you met their daughter. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, I've already eaten breakfast, but I'm always here for my friends. You know, big day for Amber, big day for Samuel.
Of course. Always there for friends. That's good. It's so good, dear, that you found some good friends to hang out with you.
Oh, we haven't gone back to the table yet.
Oh, okay.
I look over. I look over at Samuel and as if to almost kind of give like I'm glad you're here, and then I give like a gesture, like an I gesture to the restroom real quick and be like, as if to be like, I've got a roll in my pocket if you want to hit one real quick.
we walk to the bathroom, and as we're walking there, we start our conversation with them. I don't know how Amy and Zach showed up. They just find us. You know, it's their superpower. Zach might be upset with you that you left your radio in their truck. So
while you all do this, I'm gonna run and get more red wine.
Okay.
You're gonna have to run into that issue in a moment. I can make an engagement ring because now I feel like it might have to happen.
As a door shuts behind, I just take the door stopper and I jam it really hard so it doesn't open, and I crack those like really high windows after I've climbed up onto the bathroom itself to crack the window. And so
yes,
I'm like, well, I guess it could be worse.
I mean, you're right.
I like
to go and break the door.
Take the lighter and I light it and I take a big drag before I pass it over, and I'm like, hold for a moment, and then I release and say, well, it's bound to happen sometime, right?
I mean, you're right. Now, do we want to talk about why you went home to your parents' house?
I hold the drag out one time.
As I take it from you, and I take a drag because I can't let you not answer this question.
It was just kind of stressful. Everything. I just wanted to see what they were doing back home.
Valid. Also, we're gonna need to get Amy and Zach out of the good chairs and into the Perkins chairs. I did have those ones brought from home.
It is the service from your apartment because he couldn't. It was short notice. Otherwise, your butler would have pulled through for you.
Yep, 100%, and I'm fine with that.
You know, Zach is comfy. He's done the spread. He's not moving. He's actually taking up more room than he should. He's doing like the full like.
And we all know that I can't magically make him disappear, so we have to do it subtly.
It depends on where they're sitting. Where are they sitting? Did you even catch that?
He's right now. Zach is buddying up to Amber's dad like big time, talking about camping spots.
Oh yeah.
They
you
sell
guys have-
beer at Perkins. I don't remember.
No.
Do you think Zach doesn't have beer?
No, they do, but yeah, no, they do not.
He pulls 2 cans out of his inside jean jacket pockets and offers one.
Jason, Mr. Wilson gives like a little like gives Rose a look like, honey, can I have this beer this new friend of mine was pulling from his pocket? And she's just thinking, like, she obviously indicates that it's okay, and in her head she's thinking, well, maybe I can get the mother of the bride dress from Macy's then.
Awesome! I love it. I love it.
I need you all.
And Amy is mostly now, I would say, while you are in the bathroom, is talking up Amber, like it's about how great Amber is.
The mom is beaming because Jason is holding listening in a little bit too, but is very much enjoying the macho bro talk with Zach. And
Zach's putting an
cracking
extra
open the beer.
accent just for him.
Yeah.
There's not an R to be found anywhere. In
In fact,
speech.
at one point in time, Jason says, "Have you seen that?" Wait, sorry, it's so hard for me when I do Minnesotan to not just do Rose. Yeah. So but I gotta butch it up a little bit. So are you now I lost my whole train of thought. Darn it.
Camping spots.
I had a good.
Uh,
I got it. Have you seen that Roadhouse movie?
Oh, only about 10 times.
Then
But you know, they got it on a matinee later.
and while that's like, well, maybe we should see that, and then we'll go back over to the conversation with Rose and Amy, and Rose has put her hand like on Amy's like forearm thing, like, oh, she's so sweet. I'm so glad that my daughter is doing so well. Thank you so much for helping her out and
Well, she's
getting her back on the right track.
she's a working girl now. I don't know if she told you that. She's a regular Dolly Parton.
Rose gets. A
Did you
little
just say
pale.
working girl?
Yeah, Rose gets a little pale when you say working girl, and then you put it into 9 to 5, and then just like, oh, like you can. What a way to make a living there. That's so good. She didn't tell us she had a job.
Well, our program had been mostly volunteer based, but we just got a major funder to help. So now Amber's making a wage.
This is Rose is luminescent. At this is the best after church brunch she has ever or will ever attend in her entire life. At least to this point. Dennis comes back out at this point and gets the new additions orders.
Mm-hmm. Zach's already
I'll
eaten
take-
breakfast, so he's going light because he knows he's getting curry later. If Amy's going to cooperate.
I'll take 2 of the classic breakfasts with an extra side of ham.
He looks at you a little sideways, but just writes it down without comment.
Bacon and sausage for the other ones. Scrambled eggs. Those come with hash browns, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, white toast.
All right, and what will you have, sir?
Oh, well, you know, I'd love some pancakes. A little bit of bacon.
Of course, we are famous for those.
A light meal.
Oh, you're gonna
Well, I already had breakfast.
love the bacon there. It's this place
Oh.
does it up right. I don't know his secret.
Yeah, my breakfast I had earlier, it was a little burnt, but
Oh, wait, I'll actually, in that case, instead of a side of ham, I'll have an extra side of bacon.
That's what I'm talking about there. And then Jason Wilson will cheers you with the what beers are you as you drinking?
Oh, it's a PBR.
Bless you. Makes my little hipster heart sing. The official beer of Rockabilly.
I have had many a well whiskey and PBR
Yeah.
in my day.
And they're a buck a can, and nobody will steal them from you at the barbecue.
True.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't visited his friends in the docks in a couple of days, so he doesn't have any of the fancy Chinese beers.
There you go. Back to the bathroom with that pot smoking folk there.
So
I leaned back against the wall a little bit.
your parents are expecting a proposal now. Would you prefer me to make one for the time being, or would you prefer me to call and I do it after it gets here?
She takes another hit and kind of like passes it before thinking for a good while she's holding it. I mean, you've already given him almost a heart attack. Why not? We could really mess with Amy and Zach for showing up. You
It
know,
would be fun.
revenge is
I
sweet.
mean,
I guess I should
Sometimes
have
it's
named this
served on
episode
breakfast.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
so I guess what
that
I'll
might be
do
what it appears
is
on YouTube as.
I'll have some selections sent over to the restaurant. I'm texting Matt, the driver. No, we don't have texting.
I was just gonna say, how the fuck are you texting him, bud?
There were like
Doing
4
smoke
people just ready to say that.
You can certainly call him on your gigantic cell phone for sure.
That's what I do before
Yeah.
I leave the bathroom. Matt, I need you to go pick out 4 engagement rings on my credit card.
All right, sir. What cut of diamond and how many carats?
1 princess, 1 emerald, 1 square, and 1 pear. At least, I don't remember. Is low carat good or high carat good? Because I don't remember which one is like.
I believe high carat is good, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
carrot is a quantity.
Yeah.
Well, but yes, but like, what's the
No,
highest?
I mean,
that
literally,
people
like
said,
a carrot is a size of thing that you can stack up to make more.
Okay, wonderful. So like a 5 carat is too big.
I have no idea.
let me
I don't
see.
think
Neither
so.
do I.
I mean, 24 carat, I feel like, is what you always.
But
That's
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 gold.
gold. Yeah, that's different.
Oh, that's
You
gold.
say 1 carat. You say at least 1 carat.
1 to 3 carats.
All right, sir.
Can't get away from the carrots, can you, Bunny Man?
No.
And
Oh
just
my
come through the
God.
broken door. Oh, that also reminds me. Call Robert and tell him to fix the door at Perkins.
There's a little pause, and he's got this little notepad like suction cupped to the little triangle window in his car. He's writing down the notes on that. He's like, all right, sir.
Wonderful. Just
ASAP
when
on the
you get
rings.
here. Yes, and when you get here,
Gotcha.
just like be ready to present them all because that's when I'll do it.
She's sitting right there. You can just ask her what she wants. Sorry. It's like,
No, honey, I'm rich. I
It
have
looks
a
like
certain standard I need to live up to. The rings
1
have
to
to
1.5
be.
carat seems to be the.
There we go.
we're taking this very seriously, Dennis.
Right.
I
love
expect to
it.
see a link in the in the Twitter DMs before end of day tomorrow, please. Of
Okay,
exactly.
deal.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
With acceptable wedding.
With acceptable.
With acceptable engagement
Yeah.
rings. Deal.
All right, that's all in motion.
Should we go on out now? I feel like your parents are going to get worried if they are with the demon for too long.
They don't know yet. I kind of like waft some of the smoke, like hopefully out into the like of the bathroom and out into the
Do
way.
you think we should have your father tell Amy of the sermon? I feel like she might get a kick out of it.
She reaches her hand out and she was like, "I think that would be delightful."
I agree.
There's a knock on the door as the two of you are like wafting and stuff, and then shortly after, Stacy enters, and she's. I told you, kids. Nope. Oh. Apologies. And she just.
Do we
turns
have
and
any
walks out.
left for Stacy to take a hit off of?
I don't know.
Was
How
it a
hard
pinner?
were
Was
we
it a
hitting it?
pinner or a proper joint?
It was a proper joint.
Okay, then yes, there's a little bit left.
I feel like I've ruined her day, but also kind of made it good. We should give her a little bit of a relaxer, because what is she going to tell her boss?
That's true. That's true. Look.
She hesitates for a second and then just takes it and is like, takes it like a champ too.
And then I grab Amber's hand and say, "Shall we, milady?"
We shall.
Wait, what
Let's
happens
go.
when you grab her hand?
Let's go. Let's go.
She bring gloves.
Turn the tables on this breakfast.
Oh, shit. Are you wearing
Oh,
gloves?
dip.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not letting a single opportunity for drama go by.
I
Oh my
appreciate it very much.
God.
Thank you. Thank you, Hope.
Fuck.
Oh God.
I knew this would happen one day.
It was gonna happen when you put the ring on, anyway.
Oh, I
Oh, it's gonna
know,
happen
but-
twice. It's a
Yeah.
chance of happening twice. All right. So, what do I need to roll right now?
Girl, I have no
I need
idea.
to
I
roll.
lost all of your character sheets. You weren't in the tweet thread early enough to see that, but
I
It's a
think
will
it's-
check, I think.
Isn't it? Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's. Isn't it
actually have a
Samuel that needs to roll?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Sam that needs to roll.
And what do I need to be?
Her number of ranks plus 10. How many ranks
Oh.
are in that power?
What's your power rank for that, Cyto?
It can't be greater than 8.
That is true, because that is the power level. That's a copy of Amy.
Oh, thank God, I have really good will.
That's Devin.
Bear with me. I haven't played
It
this
would
game
have been
in a
super cool if you guys would have invited Devin to this engagement party. He would have loved it.
I wouldn't
maybe
be surprised.
maybe when
if
Zach and
that
Amy
showed
get engaged.
up.
we'll
Hey.
invite Devin. They're not getting engaged.
while. From the one that you sent me, the not road. The power theft is a DC. It's a fortitude DC of 11.
There we go.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Well, I rolled the 5th. Wait, do I add my defense number to that? Is that what I add to it?
Yes, your will defense to that.
No, my
Fortitude. It's
fortitude.
fortitude. Yep.
Oh, it's fortitude
Okay.
then. Yeah, fortitude.
So then I rolled a 15.
Then yeah, you don't get anything. Amber doesn't get anything from it. Yeah, for those watching and Cyto, I accidentally saved the build for Amy's mom over the entirety of all of your guys' characters.
How does that even work?
I had them all
Uh,
into. Actually, I think I might have a version of Amy that works.
Sorry.
But the way Hero Lab does it is I built them all in the same portfolio, so like they're essentially all in the same file.
Oh, in Hero Lab, okay.
Yeah,
Like mother, like daughter.
yeah. It's a big bummer there, you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing. I was just laughing that it was Amy. Of
Oh,
course, that was the
Actually,
only
I
other
think I
one.
have a Harbinger too. I think I have Samuel and Amy. But those are the only independent ones I have because you guys had iterations of your.
Because there's
Sure.
15 different Amy character sheets floating around.
Yeah. Anywho.
So I have a question though. Is everybody's food arrived yet by the time they get out? They come out.
There's not a lot of line in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's nothing else in the kitchen. The place is, most of the orders were set up to do exactly that. Gregor knows exactly what he's doing with the. He did
I
let.
fucked up. The power theft is 11. The memory DC is 17.
Shit.
That's why I was. That's why I was like, why is it so easy for me to steal memories compared to powers? And I was like,
so let's get I'll let Dennis give you not the waiter Dennis. Well, the waiter Dennis, the real world Dennis. I'm making this way more confusing than
Samuel.
Samuel, thank you. Samuel, tell us the memory that Amber gets into her brain.
Sorry, I had to remember that because I was like, why? I was like, I know that's why it's built.
That's fine. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm pretty sure I have a copy of Rogue around here somewhere. But...
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. I think due to the fact, this might be, that, I have to make up a backstory part of my life now because I feel like this is going to be something. Could be sad.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever
this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity.
Right.
And let this be a warning to the other players too. I'm going to ask you guys.
I have so many memories prepared for Amber.
I did not even think this would be an option, but I do believe that at the thought of proposal, it's kind of like a triggering thing for me because I know that
makes sense.
Because of who I am, inside and not telling anyone, but me meeting someone at a wedding that my father was at, so we couldn't do anything, but my father talking and then like we getting into this argument over because my father catches that man like doing something gay and he, this whole scene of that lady boy and it's a good thing you're not that way type of thing, and it just instills it a lot more. And I think you just see like a replay of us in like this really expensive smoking room that has a gorgeous fireplace and both of us smoking Monte Cristo cigars and just me not showing emotion, but like my hand shaking type of thing with the scotch in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is good.
Right. Okay.
Amber doesn't really like give away that she's gotten anything from the touch, like or any information from the touch. She just like gives like a playful like tug and says, it's gonna be a lot of fun to torture someone else once in a while.
I agree. Seems really cathartic, especially when they break a door.
And if there's anyone I want to be in a fake relationship with, wouldn't change it for the world.
Aww. That was delightfully cute. It was sad and then cute. Bittersweet, I think, is the word they use for that. With that extra little bit of pause, yes, all the meals are out.
So as they approach the table, Amy is going to say, "Oh, good, you're just in time. I figured we should say grace since it is Sunday."
Jason has a piece of bacon like halfway to his
stoned.
mouth and like sets it down as you say that.
Yes.
As Samuel tries hard not to laugh.
Also, I just want to say, Samuel has lobster scrambled eggs and caviar butter on toast.
Ooh,
As does Amber.
that sounds amazing.
It's on a brioche bun. I don't know if that'd be good, but
Probably.
Yeah.
sounds fancy.
Still would take it. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, because the
I guess
lobster's chewy, so you have to have chewy bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't quite know how Natalie wants to handle this, but but as Amy is offering grace, dear Lord, please bless this food that we are. I would like somehow everybody to have to do like a passive or a routine perception check to notice that there's a slight bit of smoke coming off Amy as she's going through.
Yes, please.
Mine's a 16.
Yeah. Easily noticed. Well, describe the smoke for. Is it like campfire smoke, or is it like more like a steam, more like a translucent or transparent?
Yeah, it's
smoke?
more like a steam, I think, than anything. Oh, I guess I could roll a deception check because I'm trying to hide that is happening.
It's also just gonna happen.
It's also just
Like you
gonna
can't
happen.
really. I mean, yeah.
How are we gonna hide this from the humans?
Oh. Don't worry about that. You either will or you won't. But yeah, go ahead and roll it out. Roll a deception one out. I already know how it's going to shake out either way. So.
Oh, mine's 14. Took me a minute to find it.
Robin's the only one that's going to need to roll. The rest of you can use your routine checks.
1 second, sorry, my thing's acting weird.
Things are acting weird.
No, things besides Amy.
And Sam and Amber.
The only one not acting weird.
I mean,
weird
Zach's
is Zach
kind
and
of not
Jason.
acting weird.
I mean,
Rose
you know,
isn't really
for the-
acting weird. She's acting not totally like herself, but like
Yeah.
herself in this situation. In the situation she believes is happening, which now is actually happening. She is behaving normally, but it is out of the.
This is like the best 2 days
14.
of their life.
16, you said, Robin?
14.
14?
That meets mine. But Zach,
you do think Tristan?
I would
Amy
say
does
Amy
think-
has been acting pretty normal. It's just weird
Yeah.
for her to act that way.
Amy does think before she launches into the prayer to say, "Let's close our eyes and bow
Our heads.
Yeah, you get that in a time. So Jason, and Rose are bowed, heads down, and they close their eyes as religious folk.
Oh, wonderful. Then they won't
I
see my
don't.
eyes go purple so that I can tune this out because I can't pray to another god.
I don't, and I kind of like nudge for a moment, Samuel, to like to look for a moment and watch Amy like burning as if to be like, you're missing out on this.
It looks, I imagine, and you can correct me if you want to, Robin, but I imagine it's a bit like the football players on the sidelines when they take their helmets off in like the cold weather with just like the fog like coming off sort of
Their
thing.
sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for this it is. I mean, there are things that would be more intense, but I think that this is, and she, after she concludes, she says, "If you'll excuse me, I want to freshen up real quick before I start eating." She runs to the bathroom.
Of course, dear, that was lovely, and Rose pets you a little bit. Like
At least
the
one is
friendly,
out
like
of their chair.
well, the two little lovebirds are back. He looks
Exactly.
expectantly at you, but you know that Zach doesn't actually expect you to propose, so he's going to be surprised when you do.
there we go.
Zach,
There's a troublemaking look in his eye.
Before you get to that, though, since Samuel wasn't out there when the meals were laid down, Gregor does come back out. And addressing directly Samuel, "I trust you find everything good."
absolutely delightful. Some of your best work.
"I call taxi, go home now. This kitchen is shit."
I'll give you a bonus.
Before you go, can you get me a drink?
I will
there
tell
wine back?
waiter.
I was
They do
talking
not
about
have
the
wine.
alcohol.
Can you let us have a sip of your flask is what she's asking.
For you, Mr. Van der Wall, yes.
Thank you.
Is the finest vodka from Homeland.
Takes a sip.
Have a wonderful day.
He grabs a rag out of his back pocket and wipes it and recaps it and puts it in his pocket. It's no offense. I don't want to taste lip gloss when I drink next time.
She gives it like a makes sense.
And then resupplies.
There. I just wanted to make sure you got a little more, since you specifically wanted a Russian chef. I
did.
just wanted to make sure you got a little more.
Dad.
Jason puckers up a little bit at that, like a little bit of the red scare there, eh?
Mom, Dad, I see you've met Zach and Amy,
Oh yeah, they're both at light.
aren't they?
She's telling very much the
Aren't they?
truth about Amy. She's a little skeptical about Zach because she, like, you see her eyes flicker to the beers.
Oh yeah. There. Can't even buy it on Sunday right now.
Right? True. So true.
I
Yeah.
pull up a chair to the other side of Jason and I say, Zach, why don't you sit here?
Well, I mean, I'm having a nice chat here with Jason.
It's in this. You can still sit next
He
to
settles
Jason.
further.
Oh yeah, he might be joining us for the camping trip there.
Yeah, you can come see some of the haulers down home.
Mhm.
You can go to New York. Be a good time.
Can
Maybe you
I
go there for your
make-
honeymoon.
Can I make a protective shell around my chair?
I mean,
You
how
wanna
resistant
enact
is
your
that to
power
magic?
right now?
Well, it would just be like an invisible one.
Invisible protective
Like
Can
shell.
you know
do
when I like
invisible?
add the defense to like I could add the defense to someone, like it'd be kind of like this. It would just be like a magical aura so that I'm
You wanna
not
magically
actually sitting
Scotch
on
guard
the
your chair?
Yes.
The one you're
Scotch.
sitting on?
The one that I just put out for Zach to sit on, which he's clearly not.
So that way,
I'll say yes, but if you're gonna enact your power for anything else, it goes away.
Deal.
All right.
But yeah, and then I just take a seat and I say, honeymoon, what do you mean?
Oh,
Oh, I haven't the foggiest. Rose says as she coyly takes a bite of
is
her
that what I
French
said?
toast.
Oh dear. Supposed to be a surprise, I guess.
But she definitely like gives you a lingering look there, Samuel.
oh Samuel, I don't. Sometimes people assume things because they don't have the money that you do. It comes across a little bit.
You know what I
different.
always say there, little bear. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
That's true. That's true, Dad. That's true. So,
All right, I'm going to try this bacon. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
And then Zach leans over to Samuel and says, she said no. But he says it loud enough so everyone can hear, but just barely. And then he gives you like a big wink.
Jason,
I just
Jason,
put the
pick-
bacon in Zach's mouth.
Okay, we'll let that be what happens. Amber, or not Amber, Amy does come back from freshening up a little bit. I'm assuming you just like needed to let the steam wear off, maybe splash some water on your face, sort of thing.
Yep, that was it. Yeah.
Okay. You enter the. I'm assuming the two of you were smoking weed in the ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, you do enter. It's very skunky. Well, not skunk. Very good smelling weed, I guess it would be, because it was purchased by Samuel. Is lingering in the air a little bit, which isn't surprising to you, as you know.
I mean, it might be difficult to smell over just the regular cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
That's true. It is the 80s.
Oh, so true.
That's the reason why I went to
I
the
was thinking
bathroom, but
that,
not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
Or I would have went outside.
I forgot people used to
I
be
mean,
able
the
to
whole-
smoke inside.
Yeah,
places.
the whole place
Oh, yeah.
smells like smoke.
Yeah, for sure.
Smoking and non-smoking section.
But you do pick a little sickly sweet smell of weed out of there, which again doesn't.
I mean, I do have the awesome nose, so
Actually, you recognize it as the same stuff that they were smoking at the pentagram the night before. Actually. Yeah, and you make it back. Shortly after, Amy makes it back. There's a kerfuffle, not a kerfuffle. What's the driver's name again? Matt? Is that
Yes.
correct? A little bit of like some odd noises that are a man who's juggling a
Briefcase of rings and a door that's off the hinges.
yeah. He's doing
And
his
the emotional
his
trauma of the fact that I've slept with him and now I'm about to propose to someone.
yeah.
in
He's
front of
bringing
him.
5 rings to his. I mean, he knows the two of you are a ruse, so he's not like heartbroken or anything like that, or like.
This is still bad.
But this is still really awkward and not fun for him. Yes. He comes in. He's not exactly sure what to do, so he just kind of walks up to the table, like he's holding the case, oddly for a briefcase. But Mr.
well,
Mr. Vanderwall.
now
Actually,
that
it's his mouth
everyone's-
full of pancake.
now that everyone is here, I suppose.
There's a small clatter as Rose just lets her silverware fall and like clasps her hands.
Damn,
Get up
you
out of
did
my
it.
chair. I release the Scotch guard so that it doesn't like have a weird shiny to it, the table on the chair. Because also I'm going to create a knee mat that no one can see when I kneel down that just goes directly on my knees. And then, I kneel down and oh god damn. I have to do this though because it'd be seen as awkward if I don't. Oh, actually, I have a way around this. I look at Amber and I say, "I'm gonna burn these pants when we're done with this," and she watches my knee pad go away, and I put a glove on my hands, and I take her hand. So that, she doesn't zap anything. And I should have prepared a speech, but I didn't. You really didn't give me a lot of time.
You didn't give yourself a lot of time, honey. Don't be mad
No,
at
I
anybody
didn't.
else.
And the fact that we're probably slightly high, too.
Oh, yeah, this is going to go great. Amber, you are the pot of gold to the rainbow that I've sought.
She covers her mouth, trying to hold her back. She's looking as shocked as possible with the situation.
Rose is giving the real version of that, like.
Iris brought you to me by a double rainbow after a rainstorm, and it's just a bunch of rainbow metaphors.
No, sweetie, you're not copping out like that.
Damn it!
Actions have consequences.
You don't want to pray on that wonderful rainy day when you get that kiss in the rain where your leg pops and you look down and there's just a
Aw.
rainbow on the floor.
Thanks, Rose.
I found that with you. And then I tell Matt to open the briefcase by snapping my finger.
He opens it. He knows exactly what you mean and opens them up.
Would
There's
you?
a gasp from Rose and a poof, like a like a little throat clear from Jason.
would
5
you
clearly
become-
very expensive rings.
Would you become my double rainbow?
That's what happens. That's what happens. She paused for a moment and it's definitely like a very shocked. And she takes a small nod and says, Samuel, out of all the people I've ever met in my life and had the luxury not to meet forcefully, you are possibly the only puzzle piece that I will be with for the rest of my life.
Oh,
Rose is quietly crying happy tears. And Jason's tearing up a little bit too. Like, a
And
little
he,
sniff from
takes
him.
a swig of his beer.
and even though, like the diamonds are cut, we are formed in rough situations. She randomly just picks one. And she holds it out for a moment. And she passes it to him and says, that's what makes our relationship so beautiful.
Oh, that's the best fake proposal I've ever GM'd for.
Oh God, this is gonna have to be a wedding.
There really doesn't have to be a wedding.
No, you
You can just let
you
it
can
drop
push-
for years.
Yeah, you can push that shit out for fucking
You're right.
years.
You're right.
Zach's still gonna hang out with her dad though.
And I just slip the ring on the finger.
She makes like a jestful like joke and says, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucked up. I never thought I would get married to Perkins.
You're not
And
married.
she says it, I know, but she says it low enough because she's high. Like it's that moment where it's like when someone gets really close to you, like you whisper it very softly, as if to be like this is
Gotcha.
not the picture that I thought, but it works out, I guess.
You're close enough to each other that I'll let you get away with it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because Rose is crying, and Jason is picking up his water glass and like.
Getting ready to make a toast.
Getting
Yeah,
ready to
yeah.
make a
Zach will
toast.
clink on his water glass with his fork to let him make a speech. He's about this.
As in,
Yeah.
you're making a speech?
No, for
Yeah.
Jason to make a speech.
He's
Oh.
clearing the way. He's clearing the way for his bro Jason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now we get to hear one. Revenge is
Yes.
Well, son, and he like puts his hand on your back. Samuel, he does stand up for this.
Oh God.
And like lifts his glass. I'm not gonna do a cheers because it's bad luck to cheers with water.
true.
We still has beer left.
All of us have water.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We're
And you
planning
didn't
on your part.
You didn't ask for permission, but you know the kids today don't always do that, and I see how much Little Bear is happy with you. And we're beside ourselves, learning that our little girl is doing so well, and well, you know, that's all I have to say about that. That's just a good day. He like sits back down. Dabs his eye and like
Well, all right.
Thanks, Dad.
You know, You know, Dad,
He doesn't sit back down. Actually,
Amy-
he goes and gives Amber a hug.
Amy would love to hear about the sermon today.
Do you know that Amy's been trying to find the Lord and just hasn't found? And I've been trying to help her find the Lord, but it's hard. It's hard, Dad. It's hard.
Well, there, little bear. Your friends are always welcome to come to church with us, I'm sure. Apologies, it's not really where my headspace is at right now.
Okay.
Kind of a weird follow-up to the festivities.
Yes, have you thought about where you want to have the wedding at?
Oh goodness, yeah. Where do you have the wedding? Your mom gets up and walks over and like gives you a big hug and kisses your forehead.
You want to do
And
it
walks
in
over and
France?
gives Samuel a big hug. Oh, a wedding in France.
Yeah, but it'll take maybe 2 or 3 years to set up.
With Samuel's money?
You know, Amy, I think I heard
Damn,
something
girl.
going on with the 18-wheeler outside. I think you and Zach should go check that out.
No, there's nothing wrong there. No one's gonna bother that.
I think Zach there has the roast beef lamber locked down tight, but I think we should be talking more about this wedding there, yeah.
France, maybe 2 or 3
So
years.
are we set on
Dad.
France then?
Yeah, I mean,
Your flights will be covered. My dear.
That's not
Mom.
that. Just
I'm assuming it's Amber's whole family will be invited.
Amy, why don't you
just
tell
wait
us
till
why
Judy
you came
Thompson
here
hears
today?
about Amber getting married in France.
well, that's why it's going to take so long to get everyone arranged. Of course, we wouldn't want to pay for everyone's ticket, but if we did,
Oh,
it
of
would just have to
course
take
not,
more
sweetie.
years, you know?
Oh no, we can. I think at this point in time, we can dip into your college fund and buy our own, especially if it's gonna help get you down the altar.
No, I couldn't ask my mother and father to pay. No. That's what my father's for.
Well, I mean, it is traditionally mother of the. And Jason cuts her off. Now, sweetie, if he wants to cover it.
Zach's just sitting back with his pancakes. He's gonna finish them. He's enjoying this, and he has nothing to say.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at the time. This food has been great. I think we all have to get to
You want to go
that
celebrate her
meeting.
saying yes?
Yeah, let's go do that. When I get up, I'm like, you know how it is, Mom, Dad. Kind of shrugs as if to be like, can't help ourselves.
They both want to object a little bit, but like they're.
I kind of show the ring as if to be like,
Yeah.
you really can't see anything, right? like,
They're just. Yeah, with that solidifies that they're just happy that you made sure that they were included on it, because you know you're. I don't know if estranged would be the exact right word, but not as close as you have been in past years.
I'll try to I'll try to call more often, Mom, and I'm sure
Well, of
before
course.
the
and
wedding, I'm sure we can figure out some type of.
Is Miss Scoville here gonna plan your bachelorette party, or I can handle that. I don't know who your friends are these days.
Oh, I would be honored to plan your bachelorette party, Amber.
Sure, you.
I think that leaves me to plan the bachelor party, doesn't it? He elbows Samuel. Jason, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have a great time. I'll even let you drive my truck.
Oh my god.
Good time. I know some fine dancers.
as long
And
as
he
it's
gets really
camping.
silent. Just kind of like shuffles back in his chair when he realizes.
As long as it's camping, Zach.
Sure.
Well, I hate to see you go
I
there, little
hugged
bear, but
Mom. I
it's
definitely
been a
hug
great
Mom.
day.
I give her a hug.
I'm sure you and Jason have like a handshake thing you usually do, but his
Yep.
is often sort of not half-assed, but like he definitely
Peremptory?
means this. Yeah, perfunctory would be the right one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
there
this
we go. That's what I was
this
looking
is
for.
yeah, this is definitely a genuine like. Here, I didn't think you were gonna do it, and he brings you in for like a little the manly hug where he's just like patting you on the back, but he does whisper in your ear, I do wish you would have done the traditional thing and asked, but that
You know,
you and your
you
New York
ruined the
ways.
surprise when you asked me, but we'll get to that.
I pulled you aside, son. Nobody else was there.
You ambushed me. But you're right. I'll do it next time. You know, when we renew our vows.
Rose comes to the rescue. There's like, oh, honey, it's fine. You're just a stick in the mud sometimes.
Always a pleasure, Rose.
Zach's giving supportive expressions to Jason in this. Just sort of like,
Returning
Besides,
the
Dan, he already asked Mom anyways. Ain't that right, Mom? Oh, look, it says it's going to be a long night if you don't say yes. What about those phone calls? You like those phone calls? Life of Jesus.
Give me a what is your
persuasion.
Yeah, what's your routine persuasion?
Life. That was the worst. Oh, it's
No, your routine persuasion.
routine. Sorry.
If you want to roll for it, you
it's
can.
plus in. It's all good. Persuasion. It is 12. It could even be like you can tell him later. Like, let me escape. Let's escape this possibly awkward moment.
She I'll allow it, but you have to accept she gives you a look back. Like she quirks an eyebrow and tilts her head a little bit. Just a touch. She knows, especially after having a beer, that she can probably get away with that and Jason not noticing. But you are going, if you damn well better keep to your promise to call more.
After Amber settles on a theme, we can. I'm happy to go dress shopping or something if you want.
Oh, that's
Rose?
gonna be so much fun. When we all go dress shopping together, and she hits it hard to you. Like, you're letting me do the mother of the bride stuff, especially if I'm wrangling your father on this for you.
Amy was also attempting to help Amber a little bit by distracting.
Yeah. She did mention it, dear. You were just too busy watching the Twins game when she was calling or when he called and talked about it. Oh yeah, I think I remember that game. It was against the Cubs. There, I don't even know if they play each other. Don't come at me if that's not correct. Okay, I'm sorry.
I feel like they play so many games. All baseball teams play against each other.
Yeah, that's not true.
But
I do know there's two different leagues.
This is before interleague play.
Yeah.
So Tigers. Say the Tigers.
There we go. I was actually gonna say Detroit, but then I couldn't remember the Detroit team name for some reason. Yeah, I think that was the night they were playing the Tigers there. Yeah. Kirby hit a home run. It was a good game. Anyway, sorry about that, son. Thank you for having the manners to not bring it up.
What are sons for?
He beams a little bit at that. You're right, Rose. It is too bad the Thompsons weren't here for this.
They don't deserve to be part of your special day.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Besides, I lean over. Besides, Becky Thompson is a complete bitch, and I'd love for it to be echoed out to them.
Sweetie.
I whispered to Samuel.
Oh, you whispered to Samuel. Okay. I mean, you are kind of all crowded around each other, but
Got it. So we will be inviting Miss Thompson. And when she says she can't come because she can't afford her ticket to France, well,
oh, you are such a delight, Samuel.
that Minnesota nice that gets you quick.
Oh, it does indeed.
Get out of that damn cabinet!
Oh, that was amazing. Oh God.
I'm sorry.
No, that was
Matt, I get it.
fucking
You're
perfect.
upset. I get it. You're upset, but you don't need to be climbing into cabinets, okay?
Yes, I do.
Oh, Mister did not like that.
No.
Matt is secretly a shapeshifter.
Lloyd's sticking to me because there's fireworks, so he's just chilling near me.
Oh goodness. All right, yeah, you're all able to. After a little bit of another like 4 or 5 minutes of the Minnesota goodbye, you're all able to finally escape a prolonged Minnesota goodbye because of the big news.
Oh yeah, Zach totally promises Jason a ride in his truck later if he wants it. Gives him his CB handle, tells him he's Mountain Magic, buy me on whatever channel.
Maybe you'll answer more than my current group will.
Damn.
You should consider getting a CB if you don't have one. They're really useful.
It seems like oh man, again, super hard for me to not do a very femme Minnesotan accent.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Minnesota salads.
Oh yeah, there. Oh yeah. That's that sounds like a fun hobby. Like reaching out to people across the land and keeping up with my new camping buddy, and gives you
Hell
a
yeah.
hearty pat on the back.
Yeah, they did. That's like an extended like 2 more minutes of the Minnesota goodbye. It's just like back patting and like calling each other buddy.
Hearty manly handshakes.
Yep. Finally, he just swaggers out to his truck and starts it up. But he catches Amy before she gets in her car and is like, "You're gonna give me some curry, right? With some noodles. You know what I like."
If you want to come with, you can come with.
Oof.
Who's gonna be there?
Well, Eliza, my mom.
You owe me a favor.
I think that can be arranged.
Well, okay. All right. Let me pay for my curry. I'll go. Do you want me to be obnoxious or polite?
I think being polite is probably your best way of staying alive.
So he takes some gum out of his pocket and puts a piece in his mouth. Get rid of the beer smell just a little bit. It's not effective, but he tries.
So, do either of you want to tell either of us what the point of your little dinner crashing, breakfast crashing was?
Do you walk up and ask?
Yeah, we're very
Yes.
much curious. Yes.
Amy?
I've got my window rolled down because I'm in my car already at this point, and I kind of got my arm out.
Oh, that's fantastic. So he's like leaning in the car while he's putting the gum in his mouth. Yep.
And Amy says, "Amber, you're important to me, to us, and I just wanted you to know that you don't have to choose between us and your family."
And you couldn't think of a better way to say that.
Hey,
I
I'm not
had
the
to
one. I'm not the one who
propose it
decided.
there.
I'm not the one who decided a fake marriage was the best way to handle the situation.
You
fake?
barging in made it seem like that was supposed to happen.
Oh, I
Zach, it
wasn't
was
muted.
fake.
Sorry.
I got them to believe it wasn't going to happen.
When
And
you
then
start arguing, Zach just
I-
goes to his truck and leaves.
I grab Samuel before he could even get close to saying that. Like I grab him for a moment, I completely forget for a moment, and I just grab him. And I look to be like,
Excellent. Give us another roll, Samuel.
God, I hope I roll less than 11. I really want to see how this goes. And I didn't. 22.
22.
You don't even get a memory. Wah wah.
But
Yeah,
oh,
even
all
Mister
good.
hates that roll.
So I
She
turn
did.
around and like it's just a cover of the mouth type situation, as if like, shh. and then be like, Samuel, darling, people can hear you. We're in a parking lot. I know you're used to getting angry in private areas, but this is a Perkins parking lot, and it's church Sunday.
You're right, sweetie. I should contain my anger.
Besides, I'm looking forward to meeting your dad. Something tells me that we're gonna get along just fine.
Buckley. Delightful. Have to call him now.
I also say, Samuel, I have an investment opportunity for you.
You want me to give you money
I would
after this?
You're both getting the idea that if you do not want to deal, it's occurring to both of you about this time that if you definitely don't want to deal with Rose
With
and
another
Jason
Minnesota
again,
goodbye?
you should probably leave the parking lot.
Right. We should leave. Where are we meeting you? I would like to meet your mother.
Oh, you want to meet my mother? Do
You got about another hour and a half, or like a little over an hour, until
Delightful. Then
that
I'm
much.
going to Eliza Blackwood.
Stone.
Down.
No, we're stoned. What?
I'm just going back to the pentagram.
I want to see her library.
Why do you want to see her library?
I've been meaning to learn
is that a
a
euphemism?
language.
Ciao.
And I feel like she might have some books on it, because if I ask Amy to teach me what I want to learn, I'll never hear the end of it.
Makes sense to me.
If you want to learn some German, I know somebody who could give you lessons.
Honestly, I'm surprised Devin didn't show up to this shenanigans. It would have been very much on the radar.
It's very difficult to daywalk. I don't want to do that thing for strangers, you know? Like, you guys are cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
And that means we drive towards the pentagram, I guess, altogether, because that's the only safe place that Zach
All
could
right.
probably park the 18-wheeler.
No, he's going back to his motel room. He's gonna change into a suit. Name his mom. She's a bitch.
Allegedly.
Please tell me you're going to wear a bolo tie. Please
If
tell
Amy
me.
can't handle her, she's gotta be tough. He's gonna put on that same tacky suit from the movie.
I don't know what that
Oh
tacky
my
suit
Can you,
God.
is.
It's really bad.
describe the tacky suit for those of us
Oh,
that don't know?
Yeah, like it fits, but it's like a green gray, and then there's a tie that's like not tasteful at all. Like I know what good ties are, and it's not a good tie. And it slicks his
Is it
hair
a-
back and puts some big glasses on.
Is it a wide lapel jacket or a narrow lapel jacket?
I believe it is a wide lapel jacket.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
It probably has 3 buttons, too.
Oh, gosh.
And I bet you Zach buttons it all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's never buttoned. That's restrictive.
That's for sure.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, I really didn't hear you though.
Oh,
It's
that makes me
restrictive.
laugh even harder.
Yeah.
So I guess the commonplace is a button, the top button whenever you're wearing a suit. And if you button all 3 or if you button all the buttons, then it shows that you don't wear a suit very often to other people who wear suits.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know that. I just didn't hear what you muttered.
Like a
no,
champ.
it was just a laugh.
So I will say, it's 10:30, and I definitely don't want to get into the lunch with your old mommy, with only 30 minutes left. So
I mean,
if there's business you guys would like to attend to that we can
I
call
mean, I think
in this
if we go
hour
back
before.
to the pentagram, I mean, Amy is going to impress on everybody that meetings Amber's parents might be embarrassing for people, but if you misstep with my mom, you might end up as dinner. So be careful.
It's a good thing that I was raised with proper etiquette.
Good thing I don't fear death.
I would like to confirm now and hold you to this, unless somebody wants to not hold you to it. Never mind, forget that. But who is planning on attending the lunch?
Oh, Zach's getting a curry out of this. He'll show up.
Yeah.
Turnabout is fair play, so Amber is
Alright.
100% gonna show up.
Oh
And
yeah.
she has when they're in the car, she looks over at Samuel and it's like, so Amy's mom is a demon, and Zach, not sure, 100% sure what that is, but he probably isn't on the chosen mate list. I'm just saying, as if to be like, you know, a little bit of drama,
I feel
revenge.
like we should lean into that when
You like
lunch
that?
happens.
You
I
think
do.
so?
Curry, blend of spices, blend of, you know.
Matt's
Mhm.
feeling a little
And-
pouty and rolls up the window between the driveway and you guys.
Are you gonna tell him you're not really engaged? Or are you just
No.
gonna ignore that?
He knows
poutiness?
he knows it's not really real, but he's he's still.
He had to be there.
Matt's a
for
bit
it.
of a drama queen now.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. He did get ideaed back into his car at one point. Probably didn't enjoy
Yeah.
that.
All right.
It
Well,
happens.
I think that will do it for this triumphant return.
Mhm.
He'll
I
get over it.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Actually, there is one thing I really would like to talk with Sam, because I really
Absolutely.
would like to finish that when we get back to the pentagram,
Yeah.
since we can't do it in the parking lot. But I'm going to tell everybody.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Zach.
Well, Zach's not there and he's not answering his radio.
All right.
Oh,
Well, Zach doesn't need to be there
revenge.
because Zach doesn't have any money anyway.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I mean, neither does Amber.
That's true. But Amber, this.
What are you talking
But she's
about?
a
I'm married
package
into
deal.
wealth.
She's a package
She's a
deal.
package
I'm
deal.
married into wealth. What do you mean?
So we get back to the. I'm assuming Eliza's gone by the time we get back to the pentagram.
Yeah, you've been gone a while. She did leave a note. And said, "I hope you don't mind. If so, let me know." But I borrowed, and there's a list of like 5 books she borrowed. The one interesting one, another one that you can see why she would think was interesting, and then 3 like. I mean, they're old tomes and stuff, but not like. They're common
Oh,
enough
baby, no.
for people
Please
that
don't
know
eat
that you suspect that
Please
they're
don't
just
eat
kind
that.
of in there
Eat.
for a little
Um,
subterfuge.
I sort of roll my eyes. I didn't say I was running a lending library. I say under my breath. But so I say to Samuel and Amber, I have proposed to Eliza selling some of the materials in this location, but that's because I would like to reopen the pentagram in the old Greenbelt bottling complex. But
Why?
I don't have enough money to afford that space, so I'm definitely going to need Samuel's help. Of course, you'll be part owner of it. Why? Because I don't particularly like having Eliza Blackstone up my ass next door. I say bluntly to Amber.
Her note does say that she wants to verify the texts because of the asking price. Not to take away from your lending library thing. You can certainly still say that, but
What
she
are
does
you,
at least have a stated reason.
What are you proposing? I mean, you're going to sell everything in here along with it, like a package deal?
Well, there are a few things that I'd keep.
Why not just clear everything out and leave her with a shell?
Because I want to use that money to reopen a new place.
Send over the finances and the paperwork and your presentation to my lawyer. And I give him a card. I give her a card.
So, and I'm gonna say like I doodled some plans, but you know they're not like professional or anything, but there's something to show Amber in particular. Part of the reason why I want to buy this new location is that it's bigger and has slightly more room for more amenities, for lack of a better term, in addition to the club itself.
Is there an opium den on the plans?
Well, there are some tunnels here that go between some of the buildings, which could be useful.
Why is there tunnels underneath the building?
Part of it for storage. I think part of it just to bring bottles back and forth. I'm sure some of these tunnels were probably used in bootlegging back in the 30s.
Are they still well kept?
I mean, the place needs some work. It's been dark for a few years, but that's why the asking price is not quite what it was.
Are you gonna respond there, Samuel, or
Or
keep
Amber.
petting your
I'm-
pussy?
You're just gonna have to forward most things to my lawyer. I don't want to read over your proposal right now. I have a very good faith, but I would like to make sure that I will be making money in this venture.
How much do you normally make out of the pentagram?
I kind of like shrug. Not much, a little more than even.
And did you just give someone a raise? I believe you put someone in a higher position recently.
I like how Amber's like, now that she's marrying in, she's got her like reading glasses on and like looking over the details. Like it's legitimately
Yes, I
not
needed
gonna be
somebody
my
responsible to keep track of the place if I'm not here.
Are you going to be bringing her along?
Plan is to bring all the staff along.
Are they willing to transfer to a different location?
Well, we'll see.
It's really not
They're
that
not-
far.
Oh,
Do we
it's-
have to
their current
keep
location.
No,
everything being demon oriented? I mean, does every night have to be metal? That could be where the money lies.
Could there be
Every
a
night.
yacht rock night?
I was gonna say every night isn't metal now, Dennis or Samuel.
How did Dennis get here?
It
Dennis!
all sounds the same.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's really not that far,
Okay.
Cyto, location wise.
Well,
We'll think it over, but good chance of yes. I do like spending daddy's money a little frivolously. Honestly, maybe me buying a building will keep his mind off of the fact that I'm marrying someone that technically doesn't have a last name of importance in his eyes.
she kind of
Um,
gives like a nod and a gesture, be like, I don't know. I think that's kind of fun. I think it's more of the stain.
I mean, it does add to the fun of making Buckley uncomfortable.
But yeah, then I think I'm gonna like turn on some music, and I'm gonna say in a very low voice to Amber and Samuel, I just think it would be wise to have a place that's a little bit more disentangled from the Blackstone Institute in case we need to go in a different direction. And it's going to be very hard to do that with her next door.
I agree.
I just don't understand why we have to get rid of everything in here.
What do you want to keep?
I mean, the secret thing, the secret area that we have is pretty nice. But we can elaborate more on this after meeting your mother.
Yes.
But since you
why
are
are
letting
we
go
meeting
books
your-
I've read from this note here, do you have anything about, you know, demons in general?
Sure.
Anything that can, you know, help me understand demon right language script?
Oh, you
I
want
don't
to
know
learn
if
demonic.
it's called demonic. I don't know if I want to yell a bit.
I'm gonna say that she does have something.
Demonic.
It is probably, it is not, yeah. I mean, that's the thing though, is it is gonna be like an old-fashioned grammar. Like it is gonna be like a, I don't know, you know, like a, not like a textbook, but like an old-fashioned, like something from the 19th century written in that style of like.
Which might be better for like
I mean, you
incantations
know,
and
yeah. I
spells
mean,
and things.
Samuel knows Latin, so like Samuel would be familiar with this style of,
With the syntax.
yeah, with this approach to language.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And always the old versions of the language are always much better for the spells anyways. Old magic is weird. I don't know why we can't just say what we mean.
All right. Well, I'm going to go prepare to have lunch with my mother.
Boom. I think that's a perfect little button to end this one on. Does anybody else have anything they wanna say? I did officially change the episode title to Breakfast at Tiffany's for this one.
Oh my god.
Zach and Amy are not getting engaged at this lunch with her mother. It's not happening.
It's gonna be hilarious
No.
though when it doesn't happen. It's gonna, even if it doesn't happen, it's still gonna be hilarious.
All right, I'm just saying.
The mother would be surprised. Amy's mom would be surprised only because it's a religious ceremony for a religion that
Right? I think it just would be
makes
funny
her
all
daughter
around.
smoke.
Fair.
I will say this right now. I am planning on Amy's mother having a mid-Atlantic accent.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to get my accent accurate.
We'll see how that goes.
I'm very much looking forward to meeting Amy's mother.
I feel like Amy's mother and Samuel are going to get along great.
I think that is not unlikely. I think she may even get along with Zach. I can see that too in a weird sort of way.
He's an honest guy, you know. He doesn't mess around with what he thinks and feels.
I think Amber is the one who's going to have to really watch.
Is Zach's power divine?
You know, so remember when I was talking about that? I was like,
That's a very old one, like more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Robin was asking if it was Fae and anything else, and I was thinking about that this week, and I'm like, I think after all of that time, that Fae being had kind of sank into the mountains and gained some kind of divinity from like the ancientness and the sort of people. You know how something can become divine when enough people think it is?
Sure.
So they've kind of taken on
guess-
some of that.
Maybe I'm using the term incorrectly, but when I
I'm
when I
thinking
think
D&D terms is a mix of Fae and divine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, she'll definitely find Zach interesting, if nothing else.
Or what's in Zach.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh, maybe what happens is like, oh well, honey, if you don't want him, I'm just saying.
Looks
Oh,
like it could be
if
fun to
she-
take around
if
the
she
block,
pro-
darling. That's all I'm saying.
If she promises that guy a gate back to the preternatural realm, it's going.
Oh no. Oh no.
Delightful.
Mom.
Well, we'll have to tune in next week for the episode that will be titled. Well, it won't be totally accurate because Samuel and Zach are going, but it's still going to be Ladies Who Lunch. Damn it, that's still going to be the title.
It is a
You
good
know,
title.
if Samuel and Zach don't behave well, they're probably not getting any lunch. So it may just be ladies who lunch.
On Zach and Samuel.
But you'll all have to tune in next week to find out about that. And I hope you do. It was a lot of fun coming back. Thank you to Slick Click for coming out and enjoying. I know there's other people, but if you're lurking, I'm not going to call you out. You're happy. You're welcome to lurk. I assume that means you don't want to interact, so I'm not going to force that upon you. But we do appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out and getting back into this. It's fun. I enjoy it. I missed it so much, but the break was needed. But yeah, Tuesday. Catch me and Hope and Robin. I think one or both of you mentioned it, but I should probably mention it too, especially here in closing out, where we will be talking about Star Trek: The Next Generation. I don't remember the 2 episodes we're going to watch, but we're getting towards the end of season 4 of The Next Generation, and that'll be a good times. Yeah. Until next week, though. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.